What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to the Buffalo Bills Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on the channel, here on Madden 21. We are finally in the year 2 off season. And as you can tell, I'm not in the actual off season. I'm still on the Super Bowl week. And that's because I usually just simulate and skip through re-signing the staff and stuff and just let the CPU deal with signing the staff and stuff. But this year I posed the question that, do we bring back Sean McDermott or do we fire him and go for a different coach? Now, Sean McDermott is our head coach for 5 more seasons at $4 million. But I don't know what we do at head coach. Do we sign Sean McDermott to a long-term contract, or do we get a new head coach? Although I don't know if I can fire him, because it doesn't say fire staff. So I don't know why we wouldn't be able to fire him. I don't know. I don't need a... Do I need a new trainer? Sure, screw it. I'll get a new trainer. Let's fire this dude. Who cares? Wait, can I not fire him? Oh, because I just signed him. That's right. I must not be able to fire him a year after I signed him. That's okay. We'll keep all that for right now. But I'm gonna simulate to the next week and find out if we can fire Sean McDermott or not. I don't know if I am gonna fire him or not. I just want to see if we can. All right, here we go. We're in off-season free agency period number 1. As you can see, Sean McDermott is no longer the head coach. Apparently, he got fired. Here he is. I didn't fire him. He just left, apparently. So we're not working with a lot of options, though. We've got Anthony Lynn, who's got the Jets in on him. We've got Matt Patricia, who's got nobody in on him. I'm only going to go for head coaches that are real. So Howard Lodge and Eric Cousins are not going to be in. Apparently this says Adam Gase is with the Bills, but I'm pretty sure he's not. We got Frank Reich, who is also with the Bills apparently. He's definitely an option. I might go with Sean, or with Frank Reich, but Sean McDermott's got the Bucks bidding on him. Now what do we do here? Do we bring back Sean McDermott, or do we fire, or do we hire Frank Reich? It's probably between Frank Reich and Anthony Lynn. I'm looking at those two guys probably for my head coach this year. Frank Reich or Anthony Lynn. Probably not Matt Patricia. He's not head coaching material, I don't think. We got Charles Turner. World-class regression? I can't bring in this guy? Why not? Daniel Morgan? Is there anybody here with... Let me just get this guy real quick. 100K. Alright. What do we do? 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 Do we bring back Sean McDermott? I don't know. Does the head coach really factor that much in the simulation? I'm not sure if it does or not, because he's level 22. Anthony Lynn's only level 1. So if we bring in Anthony Lynn, does that factor into our simulation? I don't know. I don't know if it does or not. It may. I'm going to put an offer in on Anthony Lynn. I got to get him a little bit more expensive than the Jets are. I got to pay a little bit more. I'll pay 3.5 for 2 years. Put 3.5 for 2 years. If he doesn't accept that, then we'll go for like Frank Reich or not Adam Gase, but maybe Matt Patricia, because nobody's in on those guys yet. Sign free agents. Here we go. I have not looked at the free agent class. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's going down. It is going down. We're spending some cash this year. We are spending some cash. Look at these options we have here. We have Orlando Pace, Champ Bailey, Barry Sanders, Mitchell Schwartz, Chris Carson, Harrison Smith. These are some good free. This is a good free agent class. But we've got Orlando Pace and Champ Bailey and Mitchell Schwartz. Oh, we're spending some cash today, boys. We are spending some cash. I don't care if these guys have over 10 bids on them. I am spending some cash this year. And if you're wondering why these kind of guys are in free agency when they're only 22 years old, it is because I randomized the contracts. I went through and I randomized all the contracts for all the players so that it would be given more of a randomness to the series. So that's why some of these guys are in free agency this year, some more guys will be in free agency next year, and so on and so on. So that's how I did it, just to give a little bit more excitement, a little bit more randomness. Nobody knows who's going to be in free agency, because last year's free agency class was kind of a little bit boring. So let's see, what do we want to do first? I want to get Mitchell Schwartz. I know that I want to get Mitchell Schwartz on a 2-year deal. We're going to have to spend some cash. We're going to get him on, let's try $32 million over 2 years. See where that puts us. That puts us in 8th. That puts us in 8th. Okay, we're going to spend some real cash on these guys. All right, give me 8.5 and give me 11.05. 39 million. Where's that put us? That puts us in first. 39 million for Mitchell Schwartz. Let's go with Champ Bailey. 6 years for Champ Bailey. 113 million. This is gonna get wild, boys. I tell you, it's gonna be wild. Can we get him up to 115 million? 6 years, $115 million for Champ Bailey. That still puts us in 6th. Wow, these guys are paying so much for him. That's outrageous. All right, let's give him what he wants. He wants 120 million. Splash that cash. Ooh, 2nd place, Champ Bailey. You are hurting me, aren't you? You want to hurt the pockets. 122 million for Champ Bailey. He's worth it. And then we're going to give Orlando Pace a big contract as well. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Just wait till next year. That puts us in 14th. 14th for Orlando Pace. All right, let's give him 10.3 million and then bump those numbers up to 111 million over 5 years. 104 points. Perfect. We look like we're going to get these two. I'm going to bump up Champ Bailey's numbers just a little bit more just to make sure we get Champ Bailey. There we go, 100. That's 3 points higher. So we got so much cash in these guys right here. I am so glad that the salary cap is off because we would not be able to buy, or we would not be able to afford any of these guys. All right, we don't need Harrison Smith, and we don't need Chris Carson, I don't think. We don't need Barry Sanders. These might be the only 3 signings we can afford. Josh Cribbs is here still. I mean, he made the big play in the was it the Super Bowl or was it the AFC Championship? I don't know. He made some big plays in the postseason. Let's just say that. I don't know if we go for him or not. There's some decent players here in free agency. All right, let's go through the quarterbacks. Let's look at the quarterbacks this year. We got Baker Mayfield. Here's RG3. Ben Roethlisberger. We already got RG3 a ring. Maybe we should try and get like Phillip Rivers a ring or something. Although I wouldn't be mad at Ben Roethlisberger as my backup, just for a 1-year deal. We'd have to drop this down a lot. He wants a lot of money over 1 year. I'm not paying him that much money over 1 year. Drop this probably under 10. I'd be willing to give him 1 year, $8 million. That's a real low ball. But hopefully nobody comes in after him because he's, what is he, like 37 or something like that? 40. All right, so nobody's coming in on him. All right, what else are we looking at? Running backs. We have Earl Campbell. We have Sean Alexander. We have Mark Ingram for right now. But do we need another decent running back to possibly use? I'm a fan of James Conner. I think I want to go and at least bid for James Conner, see what happens here. I'll put $4 million on there, and I'll put 2.05 on there and see what happens. Offer 4 years, $24 million. That's gonna put us all. That's a lot. I'm gonna drop that down. I'll go to $3 million. Take 4 months. Oh, there we go. Okay, I like that a little bit better. So we'll go with that. Fullback, we don't need a fullback because we have Mike Allstott. Wide receiver, we're looking at Randy Moss, Chris Olave. Actually, let me go check the depth chart real quick. What are we looking like? We are looking at quarterback is gross. We have nobody. Running back, I already talked about. Wide receiver is looking like Randy Moss, Chris Olave, Chase Claypool, Brandon Marshall, and Charleston Rambo. So we definitely need to bump those numbers up because Julian Edelman looks like he either just left or retired. And then obviously we lost Josh Cribbs. You can see that. He's right here. But do we go with a younger guy or do we go with somebody like Josh Cribbs? Who is a younger guy, but maybe we go with some of these young, talented guys like a LaVisca Chenault and a Justin Jefferson. Maybe we add those guys to the receiving core and see how that works. Or we could go with a Sammy Watkins and Robbie Anderson type, some of the veteran receivers that would help us out a little bit. The problem is we don't need... We need high-powered receivers is what we need, like high overall receivers. We don't need... I guess we don't need those high overall receivers, but I mean, Chris Olave is a 78 overall, and he's the second string wide receiver right now. He's the backup. So he would obviously be behind all of these guys, but he has the potential to grow more than Sammy Watkins and Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson and Sammy Watkins are basically going to be 81 and 83 overall, unless they have dropped. They might already have started dropping. But a guy like LaVisca Chenault and Justin Jefferson, who are 23 and 23, they have the chance to grow a little bit more, so we could add them to the squad. And if we don't need them, they're probably young enough where we could still get a decent amount of value for them. So, and nobody has any bids on them, so I'm going to go for a decent contract on Justin Jefferson. Not anything crazy. We don't need him for that much, especially if we're going to trade him. We don't want the other team to have to worry about paying him that much. So we'll offer about $12 million for Justin Jefferson, and we'll go in for LaVisca as well on the same kind of contract. We'll go in for about a $12 million. We'll pay these receivers about $12 million apiece. Well, about $6 million over 2 years. Or $6 million a year, I should say. So if we get those two guys, and they don't have anybody on them, so I like that. I like that a lot. I think that'll work. And there's still some decent wide receivers we could get that are down here in free agency that nobody's going to pick up. Like Brandon Ayuk is down here. Speedy Boy Andy Isabella's down here. I saw Josh Reynolds is down here. Hunter Renfrow. So there's some decent wide receivers down here that haven't been touched. So if we don't get those guys, it's completely fine. Tight end, we are looking at Noah Fant, Jordan Reed, Jared Cook, Max Williams. We have Tyler Eifert, and I do like to run the 3 tight end system, but Thaddeus Moss is our 3rd tight end. What's he doing? Is Thaddeus Moss still here? Or what is going on with Thaddeus Moss? Let me check the roster real quick. What is up with Thaddeus Moss? Is he still here? He is still here. He's a 69 overall. We may have to move on from Randy Moss's son. He's not growing the way that we need him to, even with that star badge on him. He's not growing. We got Jacob Breland as well. I don't know. We probably need to move on from him. Do we go with Jared Cook or Jordan Reed? Jordan Reed is younger, a little bit than Jared Cook, 3 years younger. Noah Fant's got the Texans in on him. I'd really not like to bid on Noah Fant, but maybe he'd be worth it to be that backup to Rob Gronkowski. What's he looking like? He's looking at about 17 million. If I offer 17 million straight up, what does that put us at? That puts us at 92 points. All right, so we're gonna have to pay a decent chunk for Noah Fant if we want to get him in here. What about if I just go over just a million over him? That puts us, wow, that puts us a lot. That puts us 4 points above the Texans, who we just played in the AFC Championship game. So if we could steal somebody from them, that'd be nice. We already got Elena Pace, offered him a contract. Ooh, there's some better left guards available. We may need to get a better left guard to replace Michael Jordan just in case John Hannah gets hurt. I mean, no offense to Michael Jordan. I love me some Michael Jordan, but Connor Williams could be it. Bradley Bozeman's got a decent offer on him. I would go for Billy Price, but he's got 9 bids on him. Holy crap. Billy Price got 9 bids on him. We could go for a veteran like Cordy Glenn. I don't know. We need a center because it looks like Alex Mack has retired or just left. So we're gonna have to go for the best center available, which is Mike Pouncey, and probably just for a year. That's about right. But we're gonna have to pay him a decent chunk of money if we want to give him the starting center spot. Right guard, we have Wyatt Teller, who we got last year, so that's fine. We don't need anybody else. Then right tackle, we're going for Mitchell Schwartz. I could move Isaiah Wilson to left guard, I guess. See how that works. John Simon's here, but he's got 4 bids on him. Everybody goes for John Simon in free agency. I don't know why. I mean, he's a good player. I like John Simon, but it seems like he always has bids on him every year he's in free agency. But a guy like Ryan Kerrigan wouldn't be bad to have on a 1-year deal. Get him a ring, or at least have the potential to get a ring. And $7 million isn't breaking the bank, so we'll offer him that. Defensive tackle is where we are very iffy on, I would say. We have Sheldon Richardson, and we have Linval Joseph, and we have Richard Seymour coming up. He's not ready yet, but he's there. Let me go back out here and check our defensive tackle position, see what we're working with. All right, let me go to defensive tackle. What are we working with here? We got Linval Joseph and Sheldon Richardson, who are both 30 plus. Then we have Devon Hamilton, Danico Autry, who's 30 plus, Lecky Fotu, Richard Seymour, and Lorenzo Neal Jr. So what I'm thinking we do is we ride it out one more year with Linval Joseph and Sheldon Richardson. And if they don't, and after next year, we probably move on from both of these guys. We keep Devon Hamilton, we keep Lecky Fotu, and we keep Richard Sherman, obviously. Why do I keep saying Richard Seymour, obviously? I don't know why I keep saying Richard Sherman. Richard Seymour. We probably move on from Lorenzo Neal Jr., obviously. I might just do that now. Just cut base with him right now and let him sign with another team if he wants to. Sorry, Lorenzo. We move on from Danico Autry, and then we have these 3 young guys as our base for next year, and then we probably go now, and if we need to, we go out and get another defensive tackle. So that's what I'm thinking right there. We're definitely going to need a left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, we could just use a backup because James Laurinaitis is there, and then we could just use a backup right outside linebacker. And corner, it'll be much better if we get Champ Bailey. All right, so I got a plan for defense. Let's go to defensive tackle. All right, so there's Kawan Short, Damon Harrison, Snacks Harrison, Brandon Williams, Gerald McCoy, Marcel Darius. See, what we could do is we could just stack up on the veteran talent, and if we need to cut base with them, we could just try and see if we can get a draft pick for them. Like a Gerald McCoy, who's 34 years old, but he's 79 overall. He would be our third string defensive tackle. But do we want to pay for a third string defensive tackle who's 34 years old when we have 3 guys coming up that are 25 and younger? That is the question. So I don't think we need to get a defensive tackle at this point, unless we just get them just to cheese Madden and trade for draft picks and stuff. That could always be something we do too. Moving on to right end, we have Aldon Smith. We've never been that good at right end since the series started, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. But there is somebody that's piqued my interest already, and that is Melvin Ingram III. I think we're going to go in on Melvin Ingram III. I know he's only a 79 and he's 33 years old, but I've always been a fan of Melvin Ingram. So, plus if we happen to get Anthony Lynn, then we'll have his coach. So, we'll offer him 8.3 to get Melvin Ingram. That's a lot of points. I didn't know it was going to be that much. We'll go down to 7.3. We'll drop it down $1 million, and that should take it down 1 point, right? Whatever. We'll offer him that. That's fine. Actually, you know what? No. I'm fighting with myself here. We'll drop it down a big ton. 5.3. Much better. Much better. Much better. All right, left outside linebacker. We need a left outside linebacker. We're probably going to draft one, hopefully, in the draft this year. Anthony Jennings. There's not a good left outside linebacker here. That is not a good sign. What are we looking like for the rest of the linebacker positions? All right, Levante David is here. Shaq Thompson is here, but he has some offers. Reuben Foster has some offers. Why? I know why Levante David doesn't have any offers on him, but still. And then right outside linebacker has nobody. Nobody that's really worth picking up, I don't think. Josh Uche, I guess we could put an offer in on him. Maybe not a 4-year deal, but like a 2-year deal. At around $12 million, if I could get it down there. So pay him $6 million for 2 years, and then probably put in Levante David, and then just move him to right outside linebacker. That would be good. He'd be better than JPP, I would think, or at least better overall than JPP. I mean, JPP played well. I'm not hating on JPP at all. He played perfectly fine when we needed him to, but having a better overall would definitely help us out. And now I need a backup middle linebacker because Reggie Ragland, no offense to Reggie Ragland, but 68 overall is not going to help us. So Malik Harrison out of The Ohio State University would be a perfect backup middle linebacker. And I'm gonna try and draft some people in free agency. There's some, I haven't shown you guys the draft yet. The guys that I created for this year's draft. So I'll show you guys that. You're gonna freak out when you see who it is. There's some decent corners that we could add, some veteran corners that maybe we could trade too. Let's get Patrick Peterson on a 2-year deal. He's not gonna cost that much. We drop it down to $3 million salary, and then we drop it down to about $10 million. That's gonna be a decent amount of points, and then we get Logan Ryan as well. And we drop that down to $3 million. Drop this down all the way to about $5 million even, I would think. And there we go. 1 year, $5 million for Logan Ryan. And then we could trade either one of those guys if we need to. Hopefully we still get Champ Bailey. I hope so. Free safety, I like Jonathan Abram and I like Mills. I don't think we need to get any of these guys. There's not really anybody better than them. So Grant Delpit is here though. That could be, ooh, I didn't see Grant Delpit here. Oh, Grant Delpit, hello. I didn't know you was here. Let's offer you a decent chunk of contract. $11 million over 3 years. That's not going to be enough. I thought that would be enough for some reason. $14 million. Boom. Inserts Mike Bream bang right there because we need to. Von Bell, Kyle Duggar. I'm a fan of Eric Berry, so not just as a player, but as a person. So I think we're going to stick with Eric Berry until he retires. I thought he would already have been retired by now. Adam Vinatieri is still our kicker. I thought he's gone. I thought he'd be gone by now. But he is still our kicker. We will stick with Adam Vinatieri. There's some good kickers here. But we will we don't have a punter. That's not good. I mean, we don't punt anyway, but still. Let's get Cameron Johnson. He's a Buckeye. Let's get him. 7 years, just because we don't want to get. I don't want to sign another punter. And let's offer him the veteran minimum. Take it all the way down here. All the way down. All the way down. He gets about $3.85 million. That'll be exactly what he needs. 31 points. He'll sign that because nobody's going to go in for him. So, all right. These are the 3 big ones, though. These are the 3 big ones, ladies and gentlemen. This is everybody that I've put an offer in. A lot of these are low balls. A few I had to pay a little bit more than I thought I was going to have to pay. Mostly like Malik Harrison. Actually, I could probably drop that down even more because I don't think he's going to get any offers in on him. So I could probably get him for 4.5 if I can work it. There we go. All right, perfect. So now I probably, I don't know if I'm going to get Mike Pouncey. I'm probably not going to get Ben Roethlisberger. He's not going to sign. I wouldn't sign that if I was him, but I mean, he's 40 years old. So these are the 3 big ones, though. These are the ones we have to watch out for. Orlando Pace, Champ Bailey, and Mitchell Schwartz. We're paying so much money for these guys. I hope that it's enough. I want to increase Champ's offer just a little bit more, just to guarantee he comes here. Offer him. There we go. I like that. Now we should have enough money to pay for all 3 of these guys. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Come on. Let's simulate 1 week into free agency. And boom. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Give us what we want to see. We want to see Orlando Pace accepted. All right. So we got Patrick Peterson accepted. Mike Pouncey rejected. Mitchell Schwartz rejected. That's not good, but I mean, it is what it is. Noah Fant accepted. James Conner rejected. Champ Bailey and Orlando Pace both rejected. So our 3 big splashes did not accept. And we got Anthony Lynn. Wow. Okay. So we got all the guys I figured I would get. We got Noah Fant. We got Grant Delpit. Patrick Peterson's here. Logan Ryan still hasn't signed, I noticed. Wow, we didn't get the 3 big splashes of this offseason. Orlando Pace goes with the Rams, fitting. Champ Bailey to the Browns. The Browns picked up Champ Bailey, and Mitchell Schwartz goes to the football team. Wow, the Browns got Harrison Smith as well, so they're secondary, man. I don't want to play the Browns. Josh Cribbs goes to the Falcons. James Conner to the Ravens. Man, Baker Mayfield to the Cardinals. Ben hasn't signed either, right? Yeah, we still got some people that are mulling their offers. It looks like we aren't going to get Laviska. Some people have come in for Laviska, and a lot of people have come in for Levante. Wow. And we're not going to get Logan Ryan. I'm not paying that much for Logan Ryan, that's for sure. But Levante, I want to try and get Levante, so I'm gonna have to, I guess, pay a little bit extra. What about if I move it up to 7.5? That doesn't do a lot. What are these guys offering? What are these guys offering? This is a lot of money for 1 year. Oh, wow. That jumped us up a lot. $10 million for 1 year of Levante David. He better be worth it. We're not going to get LaVisca, so I'm just going to reject that or withdraw that. And we're not going to get Logan Ryan, so I'm going to withdraw that as well. These are the 3 guys that we're waiting on, I guess. We'll simulate to the next week. Actually, I do want to show you guys the guys that I have put on the draft class this year. So we have Andrew Luck as the consensus #1 overall pick, but since this league is so heavy quarterback, he's probably not going to go #1. We have Vince Young as well. Those are the only 2 quarterbacks I created. Yeah. Sorry, I created these a while ago. Andrew Luck and Vince Young are the quarterbacks for this year. Reggie Bush, Ron Dane, and I think there's another one somewhere down here. I think. I must be mistaken then. Did I pass him already? Did I not make I thought I made a 3rd running back. I don't know. But Reggie Bush and Ron Dane are here. No fullbacks this year. Wide receiver. Where did I put the wide receivers? Jordy Nelson. We have Jordy Nelson, former Packer. There's more. I know. If I can just find them. Doug Baldwin. Doug Baldwin's down here. Baldwin is down here. I can't. Did I not make Percy Harvin? I could have sworn that I made Percy Harvin. I just gotta find him. Percy Harvin. He's not on here. What? What in the what is Percy? Did I not make Percy Harvin? Am I dreaming? Do you guys see Percy Harvin? I don't see his name. Maybe I didn't make him. Whatever. I thought I did. Did I make a tight end? I made Jeremy Shockey. That's right. Jeremy Shockey. And that is it for tight ends. Man, I thought I made more guys. I don't think I made a left tackle. I don't think I made a left tackle. I did not. Did I make a left guard? Did I make a left guard? No, it doesn't look like it. I made one center. I made Travis Frederick, former Cowboys center. I think that was the only center that I made. Right guard, no right guards. And right tackle, I made Forrest Gregg, legendary Packers right tackle. And then we go to the defensive side of the football, and did I make a left end? I did not. Did I make a right end? I don't think I did. I did not. Defensive tackle? I'm going through this is just as new as it to you as it is to me because I've forgotten who I've made. So I did not make a left or a defense tackle. I made Sean Merriman. Lights out. Sean Merriman. That's right. I remember him now. I made him, and I don't think I made anybody else here. I did not. Dick Butkus. That's right. I forgot about this. Okay, now it's all coming back to me. I made Dick Butkus. I made Ryan Shazier and Brian Urlacher in the middle linebacker spot, just to give me some options at middle linebacker, because I know that I don't have a lot of options there, but they're all graded at second rounders. Actually, they've got first round talents on them, so at least Ryan Urlacher and Butkus do. That's not what I want to do. And then we've got Owen Popo. I didn't make him. I made Chuck Bednarik, the right outside linebacker. That's all I made there. I didn't make a corner. I don't think. I definitely didn't make a corner. I didn't make a free safety, but I am going to scout Marcus Hooker. I didn't make a free safety, and I didn't make a strong safety. I don't have really any free safety / strong. Oh, I made Ray Guy. That's right. Our punter that I'm going to draft. Even though we don't punt. I'm going to get, if I remember, I'm going to get Ray Guy. Just so we have a punter. I know that I just signed Cameron Johnson, and that's only because I forgot that I made Ray Guy. If I would have remembered that I made Ray Guy, I would not have signed Cameron Johnston. but I forgot because I'm stupid. But these, oh, here we go. I should have just done this. Andrew Luck, Vince Young, Ron Dane, Reggie Bush, Doug Baldwin, Jordy Nelson, Jeremy Shockey, Travis Frederick, Forrest Gregg, Sean Merriman, Brian Urlacher, Ryan Shazier, Dick Buckish, Chuck Bednarik, Ray Guy, and that is all the guys that I've created for this draft class. I hope you guys enjoy the guys that I've made so far. I think they're pretty cool. The guys that I made. I wanted to make some of the older guys. That's why I threw in Buckiss and Forrest Gregg and the kind of guys like that. I just wanted to get some. I wanted to get some more depth, I guess you could say, into this season or into this series. So I could have sworn that I made. I could have sworn that I made Percy Harvin. I guess I didn't, because I don't see him on here at all. But I just may be stupid, which is a very strong possibility. Very strong possibility, but I guess I didn't. So we are just going to move on from that and forget that I ever said it, because I obviously didn't make him. I don't need to scout any boy. I'll scout you just because you got a second round grade on you, or a second round projection on you, I should say. Just like this guy. Is there anybody else in here that's decent? Because we're gonna need some. We're gonna need some stuff. What are our draft picks looking like? We got a first rounder, we got a second rounder, we got 2/3, a fourth, 2 6, and 2 7s. So our first round pick. What are we looking at for first round picks, boys? I don't even know. I don't even know who we get with our first round pick. Do we go for Owen Popo if he's here? We got him last year in our... we might go for Derek Stingley Jr. I don't want to get the same guys every year. We got Owen Popo last year. I remember that because I made fun of his name. So maybe we go for Derek Stingley Jr. if he's still here in the first round, and then we go for one of those middle linebackers in the second round. We got back-to-back picks because we have second round, 32nd pick, and then the first pick in the third round. So we could possibly double up on these linebackers and then move one to left outside linebacker unless we just get Sean Merriman. I don't know what I want to do. What do I want to do? I also want to get a lineman, probably Forrest Gregg or Travis Frederick. We do need a center, so I probably have to get Travis Frederick. I don't have to get, but I probably should get Travis Frederick. We're not going to get Jeremy Shockey, I don't think, unless he's still here. He's undrafted, so he may still be there. We might end up pulling him anyway. But I don't think I'm going to be able to pull any of these guys that I've created down here. I would like to get Garrett Wilson, but I don't think I'm going to get him. Jordy Nelson's here, and then all the way down here was Doug Baldwin, who's undrafted, so projected to be undrafted. I don't really need to get either one of these running backs, Reggie Bush or Ron Dane, but I guess if he's here, if Ron Dane falls, because he's projected to be third round, I guess if he falls, we might pick him up just to be a running back with us. But I'm definitely not going to spend a first round pick, or I'm definitely not going to spend my first round pick on Reggie Bush when we have, who do we have? We have Earl Campbell, so I'm not going to spend my first round pick on him. So that's the guys that I made. We are going to skip the next week to find out who we get in free agency. If we get those last three guys, it's going to be big. Okay, so it looks like Levante David accepted, which is perfect. And Cameron Johnson accepted too, so that's perfect as well. So I think we're just waiting on Big Ben. I think we're just waiting. Yeah, we are. And the Giants are coming in for him. I may have to bump his offer up now. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that at all. But it looks like we're going to have to pay Big Ben $10 million to keep him. No. We are not paying him $19 million. I draw the line there. I'll get Ryan Tannehill. I'm not paying Big Ben $19 million. for a 40-year-old quarterback. I don't know who would do that. I'll pay $5 million for Ryan Tannehill. That sounds about right. The Giants can have Big Ben. I don't want him now. I don't think there's anybody else here that I need to scout. Is there anybody else here that I care about? I don't think there is. If there was, they'd probably be scouted already. Because that's how that works. I don't think there is anybody else here unless I'm forgetting. I mean, Amani Rodgers. I just scouted a bunch of people. Who did I just scout? I scouted Amani Rodgers, Josh Delgado, and Micah Jones, I guess. I might as well finish those scouts up. Let's get this guy, I guess, and Baylor Cup. Might as well add him. Probably should get some linemen scouted just in case I have to draft some of them. There we go. Just use up all the points. We can skip to the next week of free agency and see if Ryan Tannehill accepts. He's the only guy we're waiting on right now. And Tannehill accepts and Roethlisberger rejects. He can go to the Giants. I don't care. I don't care that he is on the Giants because they're paying him like $19 million. That is perfectly fine to me. So Ryan Tannehill will be our backup. And then we'll just have to get somebody else, I guess. These are our 3 running backs. Wide receiver is fine, I guess. We'll have to wait for Brandon Marshall to start really growing. Tight end, we can just cut bait with Jacob Breeland. We don't need him. And Thaddeus Moss, I think, can no longer go on the practice squad. If I'm I know it says it down there, but when we get to the next season, it shouldn't roll over. Left tackle. Didn't get my center, that's right. So we need to draft. We should probably draft Travis Frederick, right? That'd probably be the smart move. I don't think anybody's gonna want. Danico Autry, so we might just have to cut bait with him and release him. But we'll change Levante, not to right. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. To left outside linebacker is what I wanted to change him to. He's an 84 at left, or at right. What's he at left? Hopefully an 84 as well. Let's find out. What are you at left outside linebacker? Levante David, Lawrence Taylor, James Laurinaitis, and Levante David, 84 overall. That's perfect. That's a great linebacker core now. And we got some decent backups, Josh Uche, Malik Harrison, and JPP. So I'm fine with that. Patrick Peterson can be our starting corner with Garyon Conley, Joe Hayden, Justin Lane, Malcolm Butler, and Troy Pride Jr. Probably going to cut bait with Troy Pride Jr. Jalen Mills. We got Grant Delpit, that's right. Alright, so we got a lot of positions. I can't believe Adam Vinatieri's still here. He's 49 years old, bro. 49 years old. That's absolutely crazy. But we got the draft up next. So I might as well scout some of these guys that are here just in case I need to. I like that guy's name, Smoke Monday. Just in case I need to draft some of them. I don't like any of these guys. Right outside linebacker. Let's just get this guy, Marco Johnston. Scout him up. I don't know who this Cordell Aldridge is. He's not from Ohio State, that's for sure. He must just be a made-up guy. And now we go to the draft. So we have the 2022 NFL draft, I think it is. Or the 21. I think it's the 22. Pretty sure it is. It is the 22 NFL draft. All right, so we can view free agency recap real quick. I already did that after the first week of free agency, but there's still some decent people we can get to sign in the preseason that I can trade, hopefully, for some draft picks. So we've got league signings. Orlando Pace, we already discussed, went to LA, which is convenient because that's where he played in real life. But I really wanted him. I wanted Champ Bailey and I wanted Mitchell Schwartz, and they all said no. They all said no to me, but we saw these guys already. Is there anybody else that we didn't see that's pretty notable? AJ Bouye goes to the Vikings. Michael Pittman Jr. to the Dolphins. Sammy Watkins to the Rams. A lot of Cardinals on here. A lot of Rams on here. A lot of Vikings. Big Ben to the Giants. They paid him. Looks like they paid him $18 million over 1 year. That is not what I wanted to pay my backup quarterback who's 40 years old. So I guess there's nothing left to do but to start the NFL draft. Start drafting. We have the final pick in the round. Who's going to go number 1 overall? Advance to the next pick. A left tackle. Okay. Then we got Theo Weiss. Wait, do the Jets have back-to-back picks? That's crazy. The Colts get a left end from Purdue.
The Buccaneers are now
Panthers, 69 overall is the 4th pick. Oh, poor Panthers.
The Chargers are now on
Andrew Luck goes to the Buccaneers as the 5th pick in the draft. Don't they have Patrick Mahomes? I'm pretty sure they have Patrick Mahomes. Let me pause this. They must be getting their quarterback of the future. Buccaneers. They do have Patrick Mahomes, so they have Patrick Mahomes and now Andrew Luck as their and Matthew Stafford as their quarterbacks. All right, that's a decent quarterback room right there. 83 overall, Andrew Luck. Next pick,
Cowboys.
Zach Harrison to the Chargers. Vince Young is still there. Next pick is a wide receiver from Oklahoma to the Cowboys. The Bengals get
are now on the clock.
Clemson's corner, Sheridan Jones.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Zach Pickens with 2 C's goes to the Dolphins.
The Lions. are
Owen
now on the
Popo, first round top 10 pick to the Packers. All right, it's a good thing I didn't want him.
Falcons are now on the
Left end from Alabama goes to the Lions.
The Browns
Falcons get
are now on the clock.
Falcons get Derek Stingley Jr. I was gonna probably take him if he was still there at the end of this first round.
The Titans.
KJ Henry to the Browns.
The Raiders.
Garrett Wilson, first round pick to the Titans. Interesting.
The Bears are now
What's his name? Kavion Thibodeau goes to the Raiders.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Corner from USC to the Bears.
The Giants.
Evan Neal to the Jags.
The Broncos. are
Drake
now
Jackson to the Giants.
on the Chiefs.
Thomas
are now
Booker
on the
to the Broncos.
clock. The Steelers are
Antonio
now
Alfano to the Chiefs. Steelers get, does that say George Pickens? I think that says George Pickens.
on. The Cardinals are now on the
Chris Hinton to the football team.
The Rams are now
Adam Anderson to the Cardinals.
Vikings are
Dick
now on the
Butkus goes to the Rams. All right, so they're scooping up Dick Butkus. 79 overall.
The Patriots. are
Jamal
now
Hines to the Vikings.
on the 49ers
Patriots get
are now
Trayvon Walker.
The Ravens. are
Luke
now
Price, a
on the clock.
fullback in the first round of the 49ers. All right. Interesting.
The Texans.
Chuck
are now on
Bednarik
the
goes to the Ravens. 82 overall.
Saints are
Charles
now on the
Cross to the Texans. We should be coming up on my pick here pretty soon.
The Eagles. are now
Jeff,
on
does that say Jeff Dale? I can't see what that says. DJ Dale? DJ Dale to the Saints.
the Bills. Are
Calvin
now on the
Ashley to the Eagles, and now we have our pick finally. So Chuck Bednarik, Dick Butkus, both gone already. Sucks. But our draft board says that middle linebacker Brian Urlacher and Ryan Shazier are still here, and Sean Merriman. And we have to wait a whole nother round before our next pick. Okay, so we got to make this pick smart. I'm not going to take Vince Young. I'm not going to take Ron Dane. Not going to take Reggie Bush. Not going to take Doug Baldwin just yet. Jordy Nelson, not yet. Brew McCoy, no. Jeremy Shockey, not yet. No. I got to take one of these linebackers. They're projected second rounders. Urlacher's got a first round grade on him. I can't pass up
The Jets
Brian
are now
Urlacher.
on the clock.
He's a number 6 in true talent, 82 overall, Brian Urlacher. All right, now hopefully I did the right thing.
The Seahawks.
Charles Hutchins. I hate that glitch, bro.
The Colts.
George
are now on the
Halani. Reggie Bush to the Colts.
clock. The Buccaneers. are
Major
now on the
Tennyson to the Panthers.
Chargers are now on
Teron
the
Vincent to the Bucks.
clock. The Cowboys. are
Logan
now
Brown to the Chargers.
on the clock. The Bengals are now
Marcel
on the
Brooks. Ryan Addison.
clock. The Packers are now on the
Lights
clock.
out. Sean Merriman to the Dolphins. Interesting. He's only a 76.
The Lions.
Tyler
are now
Davis
on
to the
the clock.
Packers. Perion Winfrey. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but you're to the Lions.
The Browns are now on
Dom
the clock.
Peterson to the Falcons. I'm pretty sure all my guys are still here. Well, yeah, obviously they're still here because I would have said their name. But we got to make this next pick count because we got to double up. We got
The
back-to-back
Titans
picks.
are now on the clock.
Jaleel Irvin to the
The
Browns.
Raiders.
Oh. Ryan Shazier to the Titans. All right, that makes our pick a little bit easier because that's probably who I was going to
The
take.
Bears are now on the clock.
Kyle Hamilton,
Jaguars
Marcus
are now
Hooker
on
to the Bears.
The Giants are now on the
Jags get somebody, Marcus Wilson.
clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.
All right, Smoke Monday to the Chiefs.
The Cardinals. are
Paris
now on
Ford, Jordy Nelson to the Cardinals. So they're taking third-round talents, or they're taking third-round projections in the second round. Interesting. I got to get
the
Travis
Vikings
Frederick before
are
he
now on
goes.
the clock.
All right,
The
Vikings.
Patriots are now
Harry Miller goes.
The 49ers
Christian
are now
Harris.
on the clock.
Joseph Flowers.
The Texans are now
Somebody I don't want to pronounce their name. Michael Stapleton.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
Ron Dane to the Saints. All right, Eagles.
The Bills are now on the clock.
The Eagles take the guy I was going to take. Literally the pick right before me. Literally the pick right before me is who the Eagles take. That is super frustrating. All right, so let's just take Forrest Gregg.
The Bills are now on
He
the
is
clock.
a 76. All right, now we got another pick. Make the selection, pick player. Do we just take... Do I just take Vince Young? I can get Ray Guy with my next pick, I think. Or later in the draft. I'll probably take Jeremy Shockey, to be honest. Let's just take Vince Young. Who cares?
The Seahawks
What is he?
are now on
He's
the
a 79. All right. So we take Vince Young.
clock. The
I really
Colts
wanted,
are now on the clock.
Travis Frederick,
The
but that's
Panthers
okay.
are now on the clock. The
Isaiah
Chargers
Spiller.
are now on the clock.
Shane Lee.
The Dolphins
Trey
are now on the
Sanders.
clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
Kadon Slovis out of USC to the
Browns
Packers.
are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
A lot of the quarterbacks going now.
The
It's a good thing I got
Giants are now on
Vince
the
Young. He probably would have been gone already.
clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Sam Darby,
Cardinals are now on the clock.
TJ Pledger, Tyreek Stevenson, and now our pick is up. Okay. So we've got Doug Baldwin, Jeremy Shockey, Ray Guy. I got a lot of wide receivers. I can probably cut bait with Tyler Eifert if I get Jeremy Shockey here. And I can get Ray Guy with my... you know what? I'm taking Ray Guy now. I don't want to lose out on Ray Guy.
Vikings are now on
He's a 94 overall. That's right. I forgot that I made him super good. That's hilarious. He was the number. Did that say he's the #1 rated prospect in the draft? A punter. Oh, I forgot about that. But now we have him. So
The Patriots are now on the clock.
if I don't get the other guys, it's completely
the Ravens
fine.
Are now on the clock.
Oh, we have a long way to go before our
The
next pick.
Saints are now on the clock.
Let's just speed round through these guys just to see who goes. See if Doug Baldwin goes or if Jeremy Shockey goes.
Are now on the clock. The Titans.
John
are now
Emery
on the
Jr.
clock.
That's not what I wanted to do, but that's
Bills
completely
are
fine.
now on the clock.
I accidentally simulated my pick, but now we can actually see who went. Baldwin and Shockey are still here. Wow. Okay, so they really are projected undrafted, so I might as well take them both. Let's start with Doug Baldwin.
The
Take
Jets
him.
are
He
now
is
on
a
the clock.
71 with hidden potential. Ooh. Doug Baldwin, hidden potential. And now we have 6th pick. So let's just skip it to that pick because we don't care about anybody else now
Bills are now on the
besides Jeremy Shockey. And he's still here, so we'll take him.
clock. The Falcons are now on
And
the
he
clock.
is a 73. All right, so we're getting some good value. I've honestly forgotten how good I made these guys, so when I see that they're this rated, I'm like, oh, we got a good pick then. All right, I'm still upset that we didn't get our center, Travis Frederick. Is there any center available? Ugh. Ugh. Gross. This guy's the best lineman available, Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen is the best lineman available. What are you good at? Are you good at anything? No, you suck. You're a projected 4th rounder and you're here in the 6th round. You must really suck. We have 3 picks left. I think I'm just going to trade my picks. I don't think there's anything else that I want. Trade away pick. What can we get for these players? Can I get doubles of anything? 2? No, nobody wants to give me 2. All right, so I'll just take a 5th rounder, I guess, because it's like I have a choice. I'm not gonna go from the Bucks because they got a lot of good picks. The Raiders, maybe. The Saints, probably. The Seahawks, they got a good. I'll take the Seahawks pick.
see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means?
All right, and we'll trade our final 2 picks as well because we don't need them.
Bills are now on the clock.
Might as well get anything for them. I can still get 5th rounders? Wow. Is there anything better? 5th rounder from the Browns.
Hold on now. This pick is trading teams.
Thank you. A 7th rounder this year for a 5th rounder next year? Don't mind if I
The
do.
Bills are now on the clock.
Trade away this pick. This is our final pick. Can we still get a 5th rounder? No, it looks like we're only going to get 6th. I'll go with the Jets, though.
Well, wait, looks like both war rooms
All right, so we got a 5th rounder, 2 5th rounders, and a
Trade
6th.
is coming.
We got 2 5ths and a 6th for a 6th and 2 7ths. So that is a good trade-off, I guess. All right, so we got Brian Urlacher with our 1st round pick. We got Forrest Gregg with our 2nd round pick. Vince Young with our 3rd round pick. Ray Guy with our other 3rd round pick, who's going to be our punter, even though we don't use a punter. I just needed to have a punter. Doug Baldwin and Jeremy Shockey. So good value. I like the picks. I'm still mad that the Eagles took Travis Frederick. I may try and trade for Travis Frederick. I don't know how much they value him, but I would like to have Travis Frederick on my team. So Eagles, you give me Travis Frederick, and I give you nothing. Is that a good deal? All right. So let's just test the waters out. What are they thinking for picks? Are you thinking you want a 6th round pick for Travis Frederick? How much do you value this man? You value him a lot. Holy crap. All right, interesting. You want Ted Karras? I'll give you Ted Karras. No, they don't want Ted Karras. You got him in the 2nd round. You can't value him that much. You like Michael Jordan? Do you like Isaiah Wilson? You like Isaiah Wilson. I know you do. What about Isaiah Prince? You don't like Isaiah Prince. What are you thinking about Isaiah Wilson? That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. They need offensive line as their entire team, or their entire team needs. Wyatt Teller does not help out the fact you cannot value Travis Frederick this much. Are you kidding me? You're valuing him this much? Nico Autry, you want him too? No, they do not want him. You want Draymond Jones / Malik Harrison? No. They will not give me Travis Frederick. All right. I didn't think they were going to value him that much. I don't think I need to adjust the roster anyway. I'm just going to put Kellen Mond back on the whatchamacallit, practice squad. Running backs are fine. Fullback is fine. Wide receivers, Charleston Rambo will go back on the practice squad. Probably with Doug Baldwin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we don't need 6 wide receivers. I'll probably have Doug Baldwin on the practice squad as well. These guys will be our receivers. It's going to be an interesting year. Can I put you on the practice squad? It says you're still practice squad eligible, so I'll probably put you on the practice squad for 1 more year, and then you'll probably just have to get released. And I'll probably trade Tyler Eifert, and we'll just run Noah Fant and Jeremy Shockey as our backups. Left tackle's fine, right guard's fine. We need a center. I got a lot of right tackles because I'm probably gonna trade Isaiah Wilson unless I can move Isaiah Wilson. I wonder what Isaiah Wilson is as a center. Hold on. What are you as a center? You're a 72 overall right tackle. But what about at center? What are you? Are you decent? Please be decent. He is a 72 center. So he's probably going to be our center. Actually, you know what? What is Forrest Gregg at center? He's a 76 right tackle. But what are you at center? You are a 76 overall center. So, right tackle is Andrew Thomas, and he's just going to keep growing. So what I could do is move Isaiah Wilson back to right tackle to be the backup, like he was, and then just have Forrest Gregg as our center, I guess. That sounds about right. Forrest Gregg will be our center, and then we'll just have Isaiah Wilson as our backup. I think that sounds right. I don't think I can put you back on the practice squad. I cannot. So I'm going to have to trade you. I got a lot of defense tackles. Those guys are going to have to go. I cannot put you back. I can put you on the practice squad, but I can't put you. So I'm probably going to have to cut you. I don't think I'll get anything for you unless it's like a 7th round pick or something. And I'll probably have to trade Troy Pride Jr. I can put you back on the practice squad. Alright, so I know what I'm going to do. It's going to be interesting. I don't know. I'm happy with the draft. And then again, I'm not happy with the draft because I wanted Travis Frederick. But it is what it is. I'm fine with who we got. I think it was a good draft. You guys can let me know if you like the draft or not. And also let me know down below in the comment section who you want to see in the upcoming draft classes, any legends or anything that aren't in this roster already, or who I haven't already put in a draft class in the first 2 seasons. I still have a list of players that I'm going to add throughout the upcoming years in the draft classes, but if you have anybody that I may have forgotten or I just don't have on my roster, then you definitely can let me know down below in the comment section below. I will be looking through that to see. And yeah, that's going to be it for this off-season video. In the next one, we'll do the off-camera quotations video where I just don't really commentate or anything. It's not really like a real video. It's just me getting the preseason roster ready for the regular season for year number 3. And then the video after that will be the actual year number 3 video where we start the season either in week 1 or week 2, depending on who we play in week 1. So that's what the upcoming videos are going to be. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more, smash that like button, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!